Imagine stumbling upon a penny in your pocket, something you might toss into a jar without a second thought. Now, what if I told you that penny could be worth not one, not two, but up to $4 million? That's right. The 1982 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is turning heads in the coin-collecting world and could very well turn your fortune around. It's 1982, a year of change for the Lincoln penny. The U.S. Mint was transitioning from copper pennies to zinc ones, creating a mix of materials and minting errors. In the chaos, a rare anomaly slipped through the cracks, the 1982 no-mint Mark penny. Unlike pennies minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, this penny lacks the identifying mark of its origin. And here's the kicker: its rarity and the confusion surrounding it have made it one of the most sought-after coins in modern numismatics. But why does this matter to you? Because you might have one sitting in a forgotten jar, a drawer, or even under the couch cushions. A single coin like this could be your golden ticket. Let's dig into why this penny is so valuable. The 1982 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just rare, it's a combination of historical significance, human error, and pure luck. Collectors are obsessed with it because it represents a unique moment in U.S. mint history, a moment that's nearly impossible to replicate. Now, here's the exciting part. This coin's worth isn't just theoretical. A verified 1982 no-mint Mark penny recently sold for over $4 million at auction. That's not just life-changing money, that's generational wealth. Think about what you could do with that. Pay off your mortgage. Travel the world. Secure your family's future. But before you start imagining your name in lights, there's work to do. First, grab a magnifying glass and check your pennies. Look for a 1982 date with no mint mark beneath the date. But wait, don't just rely on your eyes. It's crucial to get your coin authenticated by a professional. Why? Because the market is competitive, and authenticity is everything. Now here's where the urgency comes in. The market for rare coins like the 1982 no-mint Mark penny is booming right now. Collectors are paying top dollar, but trends can change. Waiting too long might mean missing out on your chance to cash in. Imagine the regret of holding on to something so valuable, only to let the opportunity slip away. Don't be that person. If you think you have a 1982 no-mint Mark penny, act now. Get it appraised, listed, and sold while the market is hot. And here's the cliffhanger: what if I told you there might be even more undiscovered variations of this penny out there? The world of rare coins is full of surprises, and who knows? The next big find could be in your very own collection. Before you go, here's a quick joke to keep things light. Why did the penny stay home from the party? It felt a little too sentimental. But seriously, don't underestimate the power of a single penny. It could change your life forever. So, are you ready to uncover hidden wealth in your pocket change? Don't wait. Start searching today. Who knows? You might just be holding a $4 million treasure in the palm of your hand. What if I told you that a simple penny from 1960 could be worth more than a luxury mansion or a private yacht? Yes, one small coin could completely change your life. But here's the catch: not every 1960 penny holds this value. There's a specific version with a tiny detail that skyrockets its worth to an unbelievable $3.8 million. Are you holding on to a fortune without even knowing it? Stick with me, and I'll show you how to find out. Let's rewind to 1960, a time when Lincoln pennies were minted in the billions. But among these coins lies a rare treasure, the 1960 Lincoln penny with a distinct mint mark error. What makes this coin so valuable? It's all about the minting process. A rare double die or overpunched mint mark could mean the difference between a penny worth 1 cent and a fortune worth millions. You're going through your old coin jar, maybe even a forgotten box in your attic, and you stumble upon a 1960 penny. You glance at it, thinking it's just loose change. But what if it's the key to financial freedom? That's the power of this coin. The stakes couldn't be higher. Missing out on this opportunity might mean overlooking a life-changing fortune, but before you start rummaging through your drawers, you need to know exactly what to look for. Let's break it down. Here's the deal, the 1960 D penny we're talking about isn't just any ordinary coin. It's known for its rare D over D mint mark, where the Denver Mint accidentally struck the letter D twice on the coin. This tiny mistake has created a rarity that collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for. Now, don't panic if you're not a coin expert. Spotting this detail is simpler than you think. Use a magnifying glass or even the zoom on your phone camera. Look at the mint mark, it's just below the date. If you see what looks like a faint second D overlapping the first, congratulations. You could be holding one of the rarest pennies in existence. By the way, if you're squinting at your screen right now thinking, how do I even know what a mint mark looks like? Don't worry, you're not alone. Even seasoned collectors started somewhere. Now, you might be wondering, okay, I've found the mint mark. What's next? Let's talk about the true value of this coin and why it's so sought after. The market value of the 1960 D penny with the D over D error can range from a few $1,000s to a jaw-dropping $3.8 million, depending on its condition and grading. That's right, a single coin could potentially secure your financial future. But here's the thing, time is of the essence. The demand for rare coins is at an all-time high, and collectors are racing to find these hidden gems. But here's something most people don't know, the real value isn't just about the mint mark. There's another secret factor that can multiply your penny's worth. I'll reveal this in just a moment, so keep watching. The secret factor is all about the coin's grade. Coins in pristine condition, graded as MS 65 or higher by professional services, can fetch the highest prices. This grading process examines every detail of your coin, from its shine to its tiny imperfections. It's like turning your penny into a certified piece of history. So, here's what you need to do right now. Grab every 1960 penny you have and inspect them carefully. If you find the D over D mint mark, don't wait. Reach out to a professional coin grading service to authenticate it. And if it's the real deal, you could be just one step away from transforming your life. Don't let this opportunity slip away. The next millionaire could be watching this video right now. Will it be you? Start your search today, because that penny in your pocket might just be your golden ticket to a wealthy lifestyle. Have you ever held a penny in your hand and wondered if it could be worth a fortune? What if I told you that a single 1975 D Lincoln penny could be the key to a $3.5 million treasure? Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about a coin so valuable it could change your life forever. Before you dismiss this as a pipe dream, consider this: rare coins like this are hiding in plain sight. That jar of loose change in your kitchen, or the collection your grandparents left behind, could be your ticket to a wealthy lifestyle. But there's a catch. Not every penny is worth millions, and that's where things get interesting. Stick with me, and I'll not only show you how to identify a 1975 D penny that's worth its weight in gold, literally, but I'll also explain why this particular coin commands such a jaw-dropping price. And believe me, you don't want to miss the twist at the end. Let's start with the basics. The 1975 D Lincoln penny is no ordinary coin. Minted in Denver, this penny stands out for a few key reasons. But what makes it so extraordinary? It's not just its age or the mint mark. It's all about the details. Imagine holding a penny that's been misstruck, a slight error during production. These minting mistakes, like doubling on the lettering or a slightly off-center strike, make certain coins incredibly rare. Rare enough to turn heads at major auctions. But here's where it gets fascinating. Not every 1975 D penny is a jackpot. Many look similar at first glance, but subtle differences can mean the difference between pocket change and a life-changing windfall. So, how do you spot the golden goose? Start by examining the coin's condition. Collectors pay top dollar for pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition. Look for sharp details in Lincoln's profile, clear lettering, and a shiny, untarnished surface, and don't forget the D mint mark. Without it, you're looking at a standard penny. But even with the D, condition and rarity matter. Funny, isn't it? Who knew so much could hinge on a tiny letter? Now, here's a question to keep you thinking. What if you already have a 1975 D penny and just don't know it? You might have walked past millions of dollars, sitting unnoticed in an old jar or drawer. Doesn't that make you want to double-check? Let's talk numbers. The highest recorded price for a 1975 D penny was a staggering $3.5 million. That's more than most people earn in a lifetime. But why such an astronomical figure? It's all about supply and demand. Serious collectors will pay anything to own a piece of history, especially one as rare and unique as this coin. Now, here's the kicker, the market for rare coins is booming. Prices are climbing, and collectors are on the hunt. That means your chance to strike it rich is now. Don't wait until it's too late. Every day you delay could mean missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, what should you do next? Start by checking your collection. Be thorough, and don't dismiss any coin without a second look. Then, consult a professional coin appraiser or reputable dealer. They can help you authenticate your penny and guide you through the selling process. As we wrap up, let me leave you with this: the journey to wealth can start with the simplest things. A penny may seem small and insignificant, but in the right context, it can unlock doors you never dreamed possible. The only question is, will you seize this opportunity or let it slip away? Now, before you rush off to check your change jar, let me tease you with this: the 1975 D penny is just one of many valuable coins hiding out there. In my next video, I'll reveal another coin that could be worth even more. Can you guess which one it is? Stick around, because your next fortune might be closer than you think. Are you sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Imagine going through your old penny jar and discovering one that could be worth over $3 million. It might sound like a dream, but today, we're diving deep into the world of rare coins, and you'll soon realize just how much your pocket change could actually be worth. Stick around to find out the shocking truth about the 1985 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny and how it could change your life forever. The 1985 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Could this humble coin be hiding something extraordinary? At first glance, it might seem like just another penny from the mid-80s, but don't be fooled. This penny holds secrets that only a select few are aware of, and it could be sitting in your pocket, your drawer, or in a box of old coins you haven't thought about in years. Now, let's talk about why this coin could be worth up to $3.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million. But how? Why? Okay. Before you start checking your couch cushions for hidden treasures, let's slow down. Not every 1985 D penny is worth millions. But I promise you, the ones that are worth checking out closely. And the best part? You might already have one. So, what makes the 1985 D Lincoln penny so special? Let's break it down. In 1985, the US Mint struck millions of pennies, but some of them were different. A small group of these pennies were accidentally minted with a major flaw, one that makes them extremely valuable today. The key difference lies in the striking process, a slight misalignment or error that led to an unusual appearance. And in the world of rare coins, this is like finding a diamond in the rough. Now, these aren't your average errors. They are the kind of mistakes that happen only once in a while, and that rarity makes them incredibly sought after by collectors. In fact, the first ever discovered 1985 D penny error fetched over $3 million at auction. So, how do you know if your penny could be one of these rare finds? Here's a hint: look for distinctive features such as a double die, where the design appears slightly blurry or doubled, or an unusual strike pattern. If you find anything like that on your 1985 D penny, you could be holding onto a piece of history. Imagine walking into a coin shop, having your 1985 D penny inspected, and hearing the words, "This could be worth millions." I mean, what would you even do? Have you ever thought about how it would feel to go from everyday life to millionaire status, all thanks to one little coin? But here's the catch: time is running out. The longer you wait to check those coins, the more likely they are to end up in someone else's hands. The coin market moves fast, and if you're not paying attention, you could miss out on your chance to cash in. Alright, let's get down to it. If you have a 1985 D Lincoln penny, it's time to act. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Start checking your coins today, and if you find one with the rare errors we talked about, get it appraised immediately. Remember, it's not just about the value of the coin itself, it's about the lifestyle that comes with it. Imagine the freedom, the financial security, and the ability to live the life you've always dreamed of, all thanks to a single penny. But don't wait. You could be sitting on a fortune, and if you don't take action now, someone else might be the one to walk away with the big payday. And before you go, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any other life-changing coin discoveries. This is just the beginning, my friend. There are more rare coins waiting to be uncovered, and who knows? The next one could be yours. Next week, we're diving into another coin that could be worth a small fortune. But here's the twist, it's even rarer than the 1985 D penny. If you thought the stakes were high today, you haven't seen anything yet. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss this. Have you ever wondered if that old 1991 Lincoln penny sitting in your jar could be worth millions? Well, today, we're going to uncover a hidden treasure that might just change your life. Stick around until the end, because what you're about to hear could turn your dusty old pennies into a fortune. Yes, you heard that right, millions. But you need to act fast. That it all starts with an ordinary 1991 D mint mark Lincoln penny. To most, it's just another coin, a relic from the past. But to the trained eye, this penny could be more valuable than you ever imagined. Now, let me ask you this, how many of you have dug through old coin jars, looking for something special? Maybe a rare penny, maybe a gem. If you haven't, you're in the right place. The story begins with this unassuming coin, the 1991 D Lincoln penny. You might think, it's just a penny. How could it be worth anything? Well, here's where things get interesting. These pennies were minted in massive numbers, so they're common, right? Wrong. Some of these pennies have a very specific flaw, a minting error that, if you find it, could make you a fortune. So, you might want to start checking your pockets before we go any further. Don't leave those pennies lying around like they're just spare change, because trust me, they're far from it. Keep watching. Here's the thing, the 1991 D mint mark Lincoln penny has a small but incredibly valuable anomaly. If you find a penny with a doubling error on the date or the word liberty, it could fetch astronomical amounts of money. It's called a double die error, and it's one of the rarest things you'll come across. Now, this isn't your everyday find. This type of error is so rare that only a tiny fraction of these pennies were ever produced with it. The value of one of these rare pennies? Well, it could be worth up to $3 million, depending on the grade and condition. Can you imagine, $3 million just sitting in your pocket? You might be thinking, okay, that sounds great, but how do I know if my penny is one of the lucky few? Let's dive into the details, because this is where it gets exciting, and a little bit risky. Now, let's talk about how you can identify if your 1991 D Lincoln penny is worth the millions we're talking about. The key to identifying this rare penny is knowing where to look. You'll need to inspect the date closely, the Liberty inscription, and even the mint mark. If there's noticeable doubling or distortion in these areas, you might be holding onto a goldmine. Here's the part where you have to act fast. As soon as you find a penny that shows signs of being a double die, get it professionally graded. This is crucial. The condition of the coin dramatically impacts its value. You don't want to miss out on a multi-million-dollar payout because you didn't know how to properly evaluate your coin. And listen, time is of the essence. The market for rare coins is constantly shifting. What might be worth a lot today could lose value tomorrow. So, if you find a 1991 D Lincoln penny with that elusive error, don't sit on it. Get it evaluated, and if it's worth the money, sell it to the highest bidder. You're probably thinking, why is everyone not checking their coin jars right now? Don't worry, if you're not already scouring your house for pennies, I'll bet your neighbor is. So you better act fast before they get their hands on the treasure. But before you race off to look for this coin, let's talk about what could happen next. Imagine this scenario, you find your penny, you get it graded, and it's worth millions. What do you do next? Don't go anywhere. I'll reveal exactly what your next step should be in just a minute. Let's get real for a moment. Selling a rare coin for millions could completely transform your life. Imagine retiring early, living a lifestyle you've only dreamed of. You could travel the world, start that business you've always wanted, or even retire to a beautiful beach house. But only if you take action right now. Here's the truth: most people will ignore the potential of these rare pennies and leave money on the table. Will you be the one who discovers this treasure? Will you be the one who takes control of your financial future? Or will you let someone else cash in on your potential? This is your moment, your chance to turn those old pennies into wealth. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Because who knows, your 1991 Lincoln penny could be the ticket to a life of financial freedom and luxury. So, take the first step now. Check your coins, get them evaluated, and turn them into cash. If you want to learn more about rare coins and how to spot the next big find, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more life-changing tips. The world of rare coins is waiting for you. Remember, what you do today could set you up for a lifetime of wealth. You have the power to take action and change your life. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. A simple penny, one of the most ordinary coins in the world, sitting in your drawer or buried in your old coin collection. You've seen it 1,000 times, never thinking it could be anything special. But what if I told you that this very penny, the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, could be worth up to $2.50 million? Yes, you heard that right. $2.5 million. And it could be hiding in your collection right now. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot this rare treasure and potentially change your life. The 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the most valuable coins in the world today. It's so rare that if you find one, you might just be holding a ticket to financial freedom. But here's the catch: these pennies aren't easy to spot. So, the real question is, are you ready to unlock the potential hidden in that penny you've been ignoring? Let's dive into the story behind this coin, and together, we'll uncover how to find its value, and why it's worth up to $2.5 million in the current market. In 1994, the US Mint did something strange. They produced pennies that, for reasons we still don't fully understand, were missing the mint mark, the little D or S that normally indicates where the coin was made. This seemingly small oversight turned into a massive opportunity. Without that mint mark, these pennies are incredibly rare. Some say they were never supposed to exist in the first place. Here's the hard truth: not all 1994 pennies are worth a fortune. Only the ones without the mint mark. But here's the kicker: it's extremely difficult to find one because the vast majority were produced with the usual mint marks. You're looking at a needle in a haystack. That's what makes this coin so valuable, and the best part: they've been sold for prices ranging from thousands to, wait for it, up to $2.50 million. But why, you ask? What makes this coin worth more than the sum of its copper? Now let's talk about why this coin is worth so much money. It comes down to scarcity and demand. Rare coins, especially those that are missing key features, tend to rise in value over time. The absence of a mint mark on these 1994 pennies makes them one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. There are only a few known examples of this coin in existence, and collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices to get their hands on one. In fact, some have sold for upwards of $2.5 million at auction. And the number of pennies like this? Very, very few. But hold on, before you get too excited, let me hit you with a harsh truth. Finding one of these pennies is not as easy as it sounds. It requires knowledge, patience, and a keen eye. And even then, the value of the coin can fluctuate depending on its condition, which brings us to the next big question: how can you tell if your penny is the real deal? This is where you need to pay close attention, because the difference between a $1 coin and a $2.5 million coin can be tiny, almost invisible to the untrained eye. Here's what you need to look for. First, check the front of the coin. Does it have a mint mark? If it's missing the D or S, then you may have a rare find. But it doesn't end there. You also need to look at the quality of the coin. A worn-out penny might not fetch a high price, no matter how rare it is. Here's an insider tip: the coins that sell for top dollar are typically in near-mint condition. So, if your 1994 no-mint mark penny has sharp details, a clean surface, and no noticeable wear, you could be holding onto a treasure. Now, if you think you might have one of these rare pennies, don't just leave it sitting around. Time is money. The longer you wait to get it appraised, the more you risk missing out on the incredible value it could bring. So, what should you do next? How can you make sure your 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is worth its true value? Here's the crucial step: you need to get your penny properly evaluated by a professional numismatist. This step is vital if you want to sell it for the highest possible price. They'll assess the rarity, condition, and authenticity of your coin, and help you navigate the selling process. Don't make the mistake of underestimating your coin's value. A quick appraisal could make all the difference between pocket change and life-changing wealth. And the clock is ticking. Coins like these are getting rarer by the day. The market for rare coins is heating up. If you have a 1994 no-mint mark penny, now is the time to act. Don't wait for someone else to discover your treasure. It could be the opportunity of a lifetime, but only if you're willing to take the first step. So, are you ready to uncover the potential of your old penny collection? Are you ready to take action, find that rare coin, and secure your financial future? The road to wealth starts with knowledge, and now, you have it. Don't let this rare opportunity slip through your fingers. The 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth more than you ever imagined. The question is, are you going to find it? Stay tuned for more rare coin discoveries, tips, and strategies on how you can make your fortune. Because, when it comes to rare coins, the journey has just begun. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered if it could be worth a small fortune? What if I told you that a single penny, minted in 2007, could change your life forever? That's right, the 2007 D-mint mark Lincoln penny. This little piece of history is not only rare but is worth up to $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. But how? Stick around, because in the next 10 minutes, we're going to uncover the truth behind the staggering value of this penny, and how it could be hiding in your collection, waiting to make you wealthy. You might be thinking, a penny? Worth $2 million? No way. But before you dismiss it, let's dive into what makes this coin so special. The 2007 D-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just your average penny. In fact, the rarity of this coin lies in a small detail, a detail that, if you're not paying attention, can be easily overlooked. This penny could very well be hiding in plain sight. You see, in 2007, something unusual happened at the Denver Mint. Some of these pennies were struck with a unique flaw, making them far more valuable than their face value. There are stories out there of people discovering these misprints in their change, only to later learn that they're worth up to $2 million. Can you imagine finding a coin like that? It's almost like winning the lottery, except you didn't have to buy a ticket. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. You see, it's not just about having a 2007 penny. It's about knowing what to look for. The key to unlocking the potential of this penny lies in its rare flaw, a subtle engraving error that causes the mint mark, that little D on the penny, to appear in a slightly misplaced position. I know, you're probably thinking, how can something so small, so insignificant, really be worth that much? But remember, sometimes the smallest details have the greatest impact. It's like buying a painting where a single brushstroke turns it from meh to million-dollar masterpiece. The value of these pennies isn't just determined by their rarity. No, the market value comes down to collectors and investors who understand the significance of this flaw. And if you happen to own one of these rare 2007 D-mint mark pennies, you could have something worth far more than you imagine. But don't wait too long. The coin market is competitive, and collectors are always on the hunt for the next big find. You have to act fast, because the moment these rare coins hit the open market, their prices can skyrocket. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these rare 2007 mint mark pennies? Here's the kicker, you won't know unless you look closely. So many people overlook this mistake because they don't recognize its significance. But for you, the person watching this right now, this could be the opportunity you've been waiting for. What would it feel like to hold a coin worth millions? Imagine what you could do with that kind of money. The possibilities are endless: paying off debts, buying your dream home, or living the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. And hey, who wouldn't want to say they're a millionaire, thanks to a penny? You'd be the person everyone asks, where did you get that golden penny? Wink, but time is of the essence. The longer you wait, the higher the chance someone else discovers the value of your penny first. So, if you've got any 2007 mint mark Lincoln pennies lying around, now is the time to take a closer look. Inspect those details carefully. What you find could be life-changing. And remember, this isn't just about one penny. There are other coins out there with the potential to make you a fortune. But to truly uncover what your collection is worth, you'll need to stay tuned for the next video. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. The wealth you've been dreaming of could be just a coin flip away. So, don't wait. Take action now, and who knows? You could be the next person to walk away with millions, all thanks to a single penny.